on. In the moment that they put on you, you're gone. Student of the game, I'm just ahead of my class. I'm that, but I never got my head on my. I'm doing good, but I'm ready for bad. And you won't never catch me frontin', cause I'm used to being second to last. Respect the game. Rule number 1, never count your homie pockets thinking you deserve it. Rule number 2, never trust her for some purses. Rule number 3, say you send that money, you better stop splurging. Cause when it's all said and done, and you back at the bottom, they gon' treat you like you worthless. Respect the game.
Yeah. Brassy girls everywhere. Hands in the air. Somebody over here. Shaking for the man of the year.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Now here's Johnson. Out to Powell. From outside the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And again, Toronto with a triple.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. 6-point game. Simons with a steal. Here's Johnson. The shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside Johnson. 5 on the clock.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball. And great job to establish position and square up.
And it's Atlanta's ball. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder, and he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
Thank you for that, Allie. And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Now here's Johnson. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
How
about the defense by Aldama? Terrific effort that really altered the shot.
And the basket is good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
The rebound by Atlanta.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
A good look from Johnson. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Outside Barnes. Let's go with a three. Aldama grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Floats one. Here's a Kongwu. And he can't jam it through.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Onyeka Kongwu.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Toronto shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Johnson on the wing. Into the lane. Williams grabs the board.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Now here's Johnson. Yet to see a basket. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul. Pass to Mobo. Inside. Now Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Raptors lead by 7. Here's Mobo. Powell right side. Over Simons. Rebounded by the Hawks. And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Simon's becoming such a great distributor of the basketball.
Look out below!
You got no chance of defending him right there. Now here's a Kongwu. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Aldama. The jump hook. Mobo with the rebound. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for him.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
The three from Rizachet. And this is again, now 0 for 3.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
30 seconds left in the first quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the basket by Aldama.
And at 7 feet tall, Aldama can burn you inside. Even with the contact, he's tough to contain at times.
Yep, that one goes. Al's got 8.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Here's Simons. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Toronto out in front, up by 9. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Raptors making a switch here. Hawks trail by 9. Here's Krejci. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Driving in. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. The 3. Tilly grabs the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
A quick shot there. It's off target. Here's Christie. Off the mark there with a 3. Toronto leading by 11. To the inside. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Pass to Hunter. Here's Christie. Atlanta again missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
To the wing on the left. Tilly. Christie with a rebound.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Out to the right wing. To the paint.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And he jams it home with authority.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And he drives in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Well, if you give up that lane that easily, you got to expect he's going to attack the rim with some force.
Rapid substitution.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hunter.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Pass to Mobo. Clock at 6. And again, Toronto, no good. Off trip by 9. Rips down the breakaway slam.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Mobo. On target from range. Mobo's got 5 points.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
1:44 left in the first half. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A minute 42 left in the second period. Barnes feeling it out a bit. The rebound by Atlanta. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Hits a three-pointer. Christie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Over to the left wing. It's Mobo. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, coaches love to say, turn defense into offense, and clearly they've been forcing the issue on that side of the ball.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there trying to stop Hunter.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Powell. Toronto shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Raptors, number 35, 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Christie. Atlanta again missing. Raptors lead by 6. Pass to Mobo. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Barnes. Here's Queen. Still no points. Shot clock at 5. Barnes, and that's good. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Don't see that a ton from Barnes. I mean, he's showing he can really get rid of it.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Out to Powell. Good if it goes. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More 2K action in just a moment. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Krejci. On the tape. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Pass to Powell. Tries it from 19. That one's good for 2. Powell's got 10.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
17-foot shot on the way, and it's Queen with a rebound. Raptors lead by 7. Powell's shot is off. Okongwu with it. Here's Krejci. Aldama outside. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Pass to Mobo. Here's Rizachet. Drives to the hoop. He's off on the layup. Powell outside. Here's Queen. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Rizachet. Can't hit that one. Oh, great D that time from Powell.
It's 20 degrees in New York, I'm headed to LA.